We started with $0 on a tiny little farmstead in Farming Simulator 25. Today, we're gonna go ahead and continue this farm and try and make it a lot bigger. We've already got ourselves a beautiful tractor, a bunch of larger fields, and even a spinnery. But we need to continue with this thing because, well, we need to turn these fabrics right here into clothes, and I think we really want cows. So let's try and get all of that done today. Starting out then, let's go ahead and move this tractor out of this field. It has done its job, it has cultivated that field very nicely. However, now we need to go get the de-stoner and whack it in that field and get all of those stones out of there. I do also need to park this somewhere. I don't know where to put my cultivator just yet. Fortunately, we still have this building right here to park this in, so we're just gonna put it in here right now. Yes! Alright, good. Sorted. So the de-stoner thingamabobby is just here in front of us, and we can attach onto that straight away and, well, de-stone things. We also need to plant pretty much every field we have, so that will be happening very soon too. But like I said at the start, we need a clothes factory thingamabobby, and we need cows. There is another thing that really needs doing too, and it is to do with that big tractor out there. Look at it. We started making a huge field, and, well, we need to complete that, so I think I'm gonna need a bigger plow, if I'm honest. The tiny plow doing that entire field will take me years. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this out of this field for now, and we'll move it inside. This plow is still pretty good for the smaller fields, so we'll probably use it for that, but we're gonna need to buy a bigger plow for doing something that size. We really are. Fortunately, we do have room inside of here to store it, so we're just gonna reverse in. Here we go, and plop it right next to the cultivator that looks pretty much the same. That's kind of annoying, but it works. So, currently on the farm then, what do we have that we are able to maybe sell? Well, we've got these bales right here inside of this shed, which, quite honestly, I don't think we'll ever use all of them, and we're gonna keep making them and putting them in there. And then we have a bunch of stuff in the silo. We have like 20,000 oats, 40,000 wheat, 20,000 barley. There's quite a lot in there that maybe we should be selling, or at least turning into something else. But I don't know. We need the money. Do I just sell it and then just create more? Probably, right? I don't know. I suppose the other thing that we might be able to sell as well is actually some of the sheep that we have, because, well, we've got like 300 sheep in here. If not more, actually. Almost 400 sheep, I think? It's a lot. So we could probably sell some of these for some money too. Oh no, I realize now that I've made a huge mistake. I got rid of my truck, and, well, that's the only thing that can pull this trailer right now. I could buy a dolly, but actually I only have $2,000, so turns out I can't buy a dolly. Hopefully these guys have enough water in them for at least a month. And then maybe we can buy a really cheap truck. I'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I'm gonna actually take the rest of this day off. We're gonna go to sleep. And in the morning, we're gonna try and figure everything out that we need to figure out. Oh, well, good morning. It sounds very windy today, which is actually fine. It doesn't impact me at all, but I thought it was raining. I really thought it was raining when I woke up. Anyway, we're gonna wander down to the farm now. I do see that the sheep have produced a bunch of wool, so we're gonna move that. Possibly even sell that, actually. And, yeah, we're just gonna travel down. Is there anything else we need to do? We need to check if there is water inside the greenhouses. That is a good thing to check. And I was really hoping the chickens would have made some eggs by now, but it doesn't look like it. Well, anyway, our farmer neighbor, or farmer neighbor, I don't know, actually sold some of our produce yesterday for $36,000. So, can I afford a truck with that money? And the answer is unlikely, actually, because trucks are expensive. My goodness. Unless we can afford this one. I don't know, does it come with an actual back on it or not? It doesn't seem to come with a thing. And I kind of need a thing. No. I might just have to buy a dolly then. Well, there's a dolly right there, and it's only going to cost me $4,000. So actually, that is perfect. Excellent, let's go pick this up. I can't believe I got rid of my truck, but let's be honest, this tractor is going to be very good for the farm. And that is why we ended up selling the truck in the first place. So I can't be that upset. We've got something that is an absolute monster that can do everything that we need it to do, which is crazy. Oh my goodness, this dolly looks tiny behind this tractor. Okay, well, I think this will work. How fast is this tractor, by the way? 27 miles an hour. That is actually pretty good. Can we see that on the inside? Does it say 27 anywhere? No. I think it might be in kilometers an hour. I am seeing a number there that might make sense, but I don't know. I have no idea. Or is it somewhere else? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. It's on that screen right there, but I think it might be in kilometers. Possibly. Who knows? Anyway, let's go connect onto our water trailer and make sure that we've filled the greenhouses all the way up. Also, I need to check if we can plant anything because, well, none of these fields have anything in them. Okay, well, currently we are emptying the water into the greenhouses. I wanted to see how much canola I had. So we got 20,000 there. Oats, we've got 18,000. Wheat, or summer wheat, we've got 23,000. Winter barley, we've got 41. And winter wheat, we have 39. Okay, I mean, we got quite a lot of stuff there. That's crazy. And then obviously we do still have some fabrics and other stuff like that too, so we probably have quite a lot of money sitting around. What the balls? What is going on here? Why is my combine there? It literally was miles away. It was... What's happened to my It's possessed. It's actually in a building right now. How has this happened? Oh my goodness. Do I have anything that can even remotely sort that? Let's go get the bobcat and have a go, but what in the world? This bobcat's tiny. There's no way it's going to be able to sort that thing out. What has happened there? That's crazy. I think I'm just going to have to ram it, if I'm honest. I don't think there's any other way of doing this. Here we go. Oh yeah, this thing is not going to be able to sort this out. There is absolutely no way this bobcat will do anything to sort this situation. Why? How has this happened? I don't think there's anything I can do about it. This is ridiculous. Okay, well, I suppose I'm just gonna have to try and... There's no way! I'm just gonna have to wait and see if this ever comes down. Hopefully it does. I didn't realize this tractor was just parked outside in the rain with a bunch of wheat in the back, so I'm gonna drop this off real quick into the silo. And hopefully that'll be better, but like, yeah, that's not great. It's all got wet. So hopefully the silo will dry it out a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Also, the chickens, I don't think have produced any eggs. Like any. At all. I think I might have needed to drop that in here, actually. Never mind. They're fine. Maybe these guys are actually pets. We need to name them. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, I need 6 names for chickens. Oh no, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 names for chickens, please. Oh, I just had a little look over here and the combine is free. Alright, that's good. What in the world? So, I'm doing a few jobs on the farm that you guys will have seen me do a million times. I'm gonna go ahead and move these guys out of the way because, well, at the minute, clearly we don't need the wool to be next to the sheep. We need it to be making fabric, so... Let's drive over there and drop this off. The other thing is, the water is still getting delivered, so that's good. The stone picker is actually done, so we're actually progressing with the farm. I need to see how much it is to get some cows. I might sell some of my sheep to actually get the cows too. But yeah, let's go ahead and drop off, whoa, the wool, and then I'm going to think about the cow thing in a second. Alright, that's all dropped off. We got 3 more. And then we'll think about cows. Alright, so originally I was thinking the cows were gonna go... Oh wait, that field needs harvesting. But yeah, I thought the cows would go over here. So maybe over there in that corner, it's not a bad place for them. Let me go ahead and drop this tractor off real quick. And then we'll run back out here. In fact, let me park up a second. There we go. We'll run over there and we'll have a little check. See if we can buy any cows. Okay, so 4 cows, 15,000, we can have 500 cows, but, let's be honest, that is not big enough for 500 cows, there's no way. I even made the sheep one bigger, but I'm going to put it in anyway. There you go. Cow pasture is in. I wouldn't mind actually having some sort of fence going sort of this way. But I'm not going to have enough money to do all of this. There's no way I'm going to have enough money to do all of this. That's like 5,000. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not going to have enough money. Just have it be normal. Do you want a cow meadow? Yes. Okay, so we have a cow pasture right here. Technically, we can have... what, 500 cows? That's ridiculous. But we need to deliver a bunch of stuff for these guys. So they're going to need water. They're going to need food. I guess straw. Yeah, and also a road out here so that we can actually get to it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue this road this way, just like so. That's all good. And then I need some way of getting up to there, which is going to be like this. And then like that. And then I'm going to do this. There we go. Like that. Alright, I mean, it's not the greatest. Also, this is very much a big bump, so we need to sort that out. But, other than that, I think this situation's fine. Let's go, wait, can we buy a cow now? How much is a cow? How much is a cow? Oh, 53 cows is how many we can have. Alright, that's fine. We can afford some cows. Let's have some Holsteins. We'll buy 0-month-old Holsteins. And we're gonna buy 10. Yeah, 10 little Holstein cows. Let's have a little look at them. Oh, beautiful. Meow. Nice. Okay. Let's go get the combine now, and we'll get ready to harvest this field next to the cows, and then we'll think about feeding them. Alright, big tractor is done with its job. Let's go ahead and park this thing up for now. I'm just gonna chuck it in here. Obviously, we still need the combine to go do the combine's job, so let's turn the lights off, and let's go get the combine. I don't know whether it's technically actually raining right now. Might have to wait a little bit. Well, it stopped raining, so we can get this going right now. Yes. Alright, let's go ahead and just send it. And then I'm going to try and figure... Wait, it's still raining. It still looks like it's raining. Alright, whatever, it's going to do its business. So, I need to check if we can plant things. So planting is green. We can currently plant canola. So actually, let's go get a tractor. We can use this one. We're going to go get our seeder and we're going to start planting some of the fields with canola. Probably the big ones. These two over here are both going to be canola. This one right in front of me and the one at the end. Yes. Before we can plant anything though, I need to ramp over this. There we go. And we need to drop off these stones. There is another process we could probably buy to change these stones into, what, lime, I think? But we are not going to do that today. I'm just going to dump that right there. I'm going to get rid of this. And I think I've left... Wait. There's loads of wool again. I think I've left my seeder up here at the house. So let's go grab it. Alright, this thing needs filling. Let's have a little look inside. So, yeah, there's some seeds and there is some fertilizer, but that's not enough. So, let's drive over to the shed over there. I believe we've still got some left. I think so. We filled up with fertilizer, we filled up with seeds. Let's go ahead and, I guess, change this so that it plants canola and get it going in this field right here. Alright, so whilst everything's happening, I decided to look at the catalog real quick and, well, we have this flex plow right here. So, if I can lease this for $1,836, which I can, we're going to go ahead and attach it onto our big old tractor, which is somewhere. There it is. And we're going to get the rest of that field plowed out, or at least a lot more of that field plowed out. I think that made sense to do. I don't normally like leasing things, but yeah, I feel like it makes sense for progression, you know? Okay, I mean, on this tractor, this doesn't look too big. I have also missed. Let me go ahead and reverse nicer than that. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, on this tractor, it doesn't look too big, but I think once it folds out, it's gonna be very useful for me. This is good. Yeah. Alright, here we go. So, fold it out. Yes. We're gonna see if this works. I really hope it does, because this will help me make a field so much easier. Right, so, drive it in, lower it down, and off we go. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I have seen that my harvester is almost full though, so we're gonna have to do something about that. But this right here is gonna allow me to make this field so much quicker. I am really happy with this. There's no way it's not raining. This tractor still... Oh, never mind. Has it stopped? I don't know. The window wiper... The window wiper's going. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we need to go empty the combine, so that's what I'm doing right now. But if I'm honest, we are getting through that big field very quickly now. I am so happy I rented that plow. So happy. Also, the combine really has hardly any of this field left to go. And I didn't feed the cows. I completely forgot about that. We need to feed the cows. They like total mixed ration, don't they? Or silage, too. I might just feed them silage for a while. In fact, I might just feed them grass until they're old. And then I'll feed them whatever they need. Later on in life. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, this is emptying into here. We can just leave this here and get back on our plowing duties. Oh, I love this plow. It is working so nicely. Yeah. This is an incredibly large field, and I have a feeling that getting stones out of this field might be the most annoying thing ever. But hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not. But yeah, I'm just going to continue to go up and down in here. Don't know what I'm going to plant in a field this big just yet. But, I mean, grass would be interesting. Or corn to make silage. Something like that would be awesome. I don't know just yet, but we're going to keep plowing it for now anyway. Uh-oh, this thing, I believe, is empty of... Oh, it is. Fertilizer. So, let's go grab some real quick. Fortunately, it is literally just there. And, well, this field is almost entirely planted. Excellent. But I think what we should be able to do is just drive off here. There we go. And then through the gap between these. As long as I take it kind of wide. There we go. Fill it up. Is it working? Hey, there we go. Nice. And then maybe I can grab some extra seeds whilst we're here. There we go. And then back onto the field. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to leave this tree in, by the way. I kind of like the idea of having a field where we have to drive around an object in the middle. Although, in, like, normal terms, that doesn't make any sense. It makes literally no sense to leave that tree there, except to just give a little bit of variation in the field. And honestly, sometimes that's worth something. Yeah, so with that being said, I'm actually going to travel to the other end of this field, and I'm going to start plowing from this side, going that way. Realistically, I'm actually kind of thinking this should be 2 fields now, because if you think about it, how long is it going to take my combine to get through this? And how long is it going to take us with the small cultivator? And yeah, maybe we do make it 2 fields. Nah. I can't make it 2 fields. I already said it was going to be 1. But it is literally like 5 times bigger than my biggest field right now. That's insane. Look at how much of that field we have done. There's only a little bit in the middle left to go, but I'm still kind of thinking maybe a double field would be better. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to empty the rest of this into this trailer, and then I'm going to park up the combine because we're not going to need it for like another year or something like that. And then we need to use that Renault tractor to cultivate this field that we're currently in. So, yeah, got a few jobs that need doing, and we're going to get them done. Oh, hang on. Before I drop this off, I think I should probably give it to the chickens. So, let's see if I'm allowed to, and then, yeah, we'll feed them. Is it working? No, I think I might need to move that out of the way, but I'm going to try still. Okay, we managed to dump out a little bit, but not all of it, and that's kind of fine. Those chickens will now produce some eggs, and that'll be good for me. That'll be very good for me. Let's drop off the rest of this as well, because I can, and then we're going to leave the trailer there, because I need to go pick up the cultivator and get that job done. And there we go. Cultivator is on the Renault, and it is out of here. I'm assuming there's going to be rocks deposited. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of stones already, and they're not very many here, but yeah, we're gonna have to get the stone picker in this field too. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my job, which is plowing out this massive field over here. Well, look at how far we've come. I've got all of this field done except this little row in the middle where the tree is. Now, I did say before I kind of like having, you know, little features in fields, but I do feel like I should maybe chop this down. Nah, let's keep it. Let's keep it. I think it could be interesting. So, we're not going to have too much room around it. I'm just going to go ahead and just zoom off to the side slightly. I want to keep some of those bushes in there too. Oh, I can't leave those bits. I can't leave those. No, 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 no. Gonna grab these pieces. Yes. And then I think I'm just going to try and go around it like this. And then we get some of the bushes. We keep some of those. And we go back together right here. Is that going to be annoying in the future? Probably, but we're going to keep it there anyway. Alright, so once we get to the end, this is one of my main goals of today. Completely sorted. Yes, look at that. That is awesome. Alright, let's lift it up and fold it away. Beautiful. So now we need to get the stone picker in here, which I'm going to do with this tractor. And, well, we're going to need to get it seeded too, and fertilized, and stuff like that. It's going to take some time, isn't it? But that's okay. Let's go put the plow somewhere, and then we can try and sort out whatever I need to do in there. Oh boy, I didn't realize this guy had finished. We need to get more fertilizer, and then we can send this guy in that field right there. So I gotta go back anyway. Ooh, I was going to put canola in that field in front of us, but actually, I'm going to put it in this one, because I want to see the canola from my house. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do headlands first. Okay, off you pop. Go on, George, you got this. Anyway, whilst he's doing that, I need to go get the red tractor. We're going to go ahead and put our plow away, and I'm going to connect onto this guy and de-stone that field. I almost forgot, actually. We still need to give those guys some water and some food, but that is something we can totally do. What I'm wondering is, I wonder if the Bobcat can actually tow things. I don't think it can. Yep, nope, it can't. There's no tow hitch on this. That's kind of annoying, but it does have a job to do right now, so we're gonna do it. We need to move all of this wool right here into the spinnery. And then once we've done that, I guess, well, I have no tractors spare, do I? I have literally no spare tractors. Okay, let's go ahead and lower this down, skewer it under, lift it up, and take it away. And delivered. Okay, this will probably, I want to say it's going to be full of wool soon, but actually, let's go park up real quick. I'm going to jump over here and let's see how much is in it. So currently there is 43,000, almost 44,000 wool, so a little bit more and it would be exactly full. We also have spare fabric in here, so we've got, what, 4 out here and actually 4 stored inside too. That's quite a lot. I still need the clothing thing though, so we gotta wait for that. Well, we've been needing a tractor this whole time, and now this guy's done. So stone picking's happening in that field, planting is happening in another field, this one needs de-stoning too. Let's drop off the cultivator really quickly, and, well, I need to drop off water to both the sheep and the cows. So, weirdly, what I might do is use this big tanker trailer to do that. I don't know whether this tractor will like pulling it, but it's not down to this tractor whether it does. It's down to me, so we'll see. Alright. Oh, I need that. Hang on. There we go. We drop that off. Let's grab the big trailer and see what we can do. I just did some of the wonkiest reversing I think I've ever done in my life, but there you go. So, water is coming in, and, well, there should be enough in here for all of the sheep, actually. And then I wouldn't imagine the cows are going to take that much water, so, yeah, this could be good. We then need to use this tractor to actually get some grass as well. So, we need to do both things. That's crazy. I might sell the other tanker, by the way. Because if we can actually tow this around with tractors, then I don't see why we actually need the other tanker. Although, maybe this is why? Because I think only really our big tractor will be able to tow this around properly. But we're going to struggle with this tractor for now. Okay, so getting it into this position was a bit annoying, but water is going in. So I think we started with like 30,000 liters. I don't think they take that much water. There you go, we got 17,000 liters left. let's go ahead and turn ourselves around and go give the cows some water as well. Once I've done that, so we're going to come back, attach ourselves onto this trailer right here, and, well, get some grass. Yeah. Oh, turns out the cows actually took all of the rest of the water, so I don't know how much they actually need. But that's alright. Let's make our way back, and, well, I need to drop this trailer off back at the greenhouses. So let's do that. Then I'm going to attach on, get grass, that's fine. Okay, good. So, in case you guys wanted to see the way that I do this, have I ever actually used this tractor for this? I'm not sure. I don't even know if it's got enough horsepower for it, but we're going to go ahead and attach on. There we go. We drive it straight out. Yes. Lower down the choppy. Drive this way a little bit, and you can actually see the bits that I've already chopped before. But we're going to go this way just slightly. Oh, I already have grass inside? I didn't realize. And then we just drive in a straight line, sort of this way, filling it up as we go. Well, it turns out I actually drove all over the place to get this, and now I'm going straight through the middle of one of my fields, which, probably not the best idea, but there you go. Anyway, we're going to drop this off to the sheep right now so they can continue to produce wool for us. Obviously, wool is, at the minute, something that's going to make us a lot of money. So that's good. I gotta open this up and drop this off real quick. And then once I've dropped off enough of this, I'm gonna take it straight over to the cows and feed those. So, after feeding I was gonna call them chickens. After feeding the sheep, we actually have 5,500 litres of grass left, so we'll go feed that to the baby cows. To be honest, there's hardly any cows, and there's a hell of a lot of sheep, so 5,500's probably enough. The only issue that I do see right now is that, obviously, I gotta keep driving from one side of the farm over to the other side of the farm to actually feed them, and that's a tad annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, dump it out, dump it all out, yes! There we go. I don't know whether these guys will produce manure or anything like that. I don't know whether it will because they're outside, so that's kind of annoying. I might have to upgrade this cow place in the future, but for now, it is what it is. Oh my goodness, the tank is empty again. We need more fertilizer in this thing. So let's go grab some, and then we can get it going again. Honestly, whoa, hang on a second. This tractor is so dirty. I didn't even notice until now. My goodness. Yeah, I think this seeder needs to go, and I'm going to replace it with something a little bit less, kind of less good, but also a lot better. So it's going to be something. Oh, I'm going to drive in forwards. Alright, hopefully this is close enough. Looks like it is. Alright, good. I'm going to replace it with something that can't seed and fertilize at the same time. However, the way to negate that is having a fertilizer spreader that spreads wider. And also a seeder that spreads wider as well. Both of which is something that I can do. So, I think that makes sense. What I'm about to do might not be a good idea, but it is an idea nevertheless. So, it's not the best time of year at all to sell fabrics. However, in order to progress, we are going to sell some fabrics. Yeah, some premium textiles, that's right. Let's go ahead and take these up to the store, we'll get them sold, and then I have a building that is going to produce some clothing. Wait, I can't remember where I need to sell this. Is it here? Let's have a little look. Let's drop it on the ground. Sold for $9,631. Excellent. Alright, here we go. So, this right here is Granny's house. She is good at knitting, so we're actually going to go ahead and put this just down the road. And Granny lives just here. I'm about to crash into Granny's house, so let's stop. But Granny can make clothing. So let's just drive down the road real quick, grab some of the fabrics, take them to Granny's hut, and see if Granny will make some nice clothing for us. Hopefully she can. Who knows? Oh, it looks like we can carry 4 of these at a time too, so let's just zoom to Granny's house. I believe there's more in the spinnery. They might push them out very soon. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, we've lost one. Oh, boy, that is messing with me. I'll come back for that. Let me deliver these guys first. Granny needs to get to work. Do I deliver it out the back, or do I deliver it at the front? Not actually sure. Looks like it's not at the back. What about the side? Question mark? Let's see if it's here. No? Alright. I don't know where we're supposed to deliver this. Oh, whoops. I'll figure it out. Let's go get the other one. Apparently, you drop them off over here. This is where Granny wants them. So, drop it there. There we go. Reverse it. Oh, no. Hang on. Push it sideways a little bit. Is that good? Hey, there we go. Alright, let's get out and make sure Granny's actually doing something here. Granny! 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 I can't talk to her. She won't let me talk to her. Alright, Granny's knitwear. So, she can either make them out of wool, fabric, or cotton. Obviously, we're doing fabrics. I'm assuming... Wait, 2 wool equals 1 clothes. Is wool not the best thing for it, then? Or even cotton? I don't think I should be delivering fabrics here. Oh, well. We currently have fabric, so we're going to do that, but maybe I'll start delivering some wool here as well. Yeah. As for the spinnery, if I change the output to distributing, it will now send it from here to Granny's house, I guess. But anyway, let's go pick up that other fabric and drop that off too. Beep beep, delivery! Alright, here we go. If we put it all down here, we should be able to... Oh, I have to push it in, that's fine. So if we drive past, and then I reverse... Like this. Ah, yes. And do it again. Really? There's only like a really tiny point where it can be. Bring it back here. There. Okay, good. So, she's got a lot of fabric to get working with. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bobcat home, and we'll park it up for now. Oh no! Right, we need to do something real quick. I believe we have diesel around here, but that tractor, the grey one, is out of diesel, so let's go see if the container we have still has diesel in it, and then we can drop that off. Or at least we can take it straight to the tractor, and then the tractor can refuel, and then the tractor can continue doing whatever the tractor needs to do. I said tractor a lot of times there. Anyway, let's go ahead and plonk this underneath. Try not to put a hole in it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. How heavy is this? How heavy is that? Alright, well, I can pick it up and move it around as long as it's right next to the Bobcat, but this is heavy. It must have diesel in it. Alright, refuel it. Is it going to do it? It says refuel vehicle, so no. Weird. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back into... Whoa, it's full of water, that's what. Why is it full of water? Alright, well, clearly we can't refuel with water. That would be silly. I'm gonna leave this at my house and just cry about it, actually. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll get a little bit of fuel from somewhere, and then we'll continue with our fields, I suppose. Let's just drop this here for now. There we go. Alright, perfect. Yeah, good. Right, we managed to wrangle a tiny bit of diesel for this thing, so we're gonna go ahead and drive it to the store, and I need to do some things. So, I've unloaded it of seeds, and I've unloaded it of fertilizer. We're now gonna go sell... Oh, can I attach that onto the back? Hang on. Does this have a connector on the back of it, maybe? No, I kind of... No, oh, maybe. That has a connector right there, maybe. So, we're gonna... Oh, it's not the same... I don't know if this is gonna work. But anyway, I'm gonna try and connect this onto here, and I'm gonna sell both of these. Because realistically, they both need selling. Because I'm gonna swap up how I plant my fields. Alright, it worked. Alright, let's go. We're selling these two guys on the back. I'm keeping the tractor, but yeah, these two are going. Wait a second, does this even fit in here? Let's see. Oh, close. Yes, okay. So we're selling both of them. Hopefully they're both, yeah, they're both able to be sold. So let's go ahead and repaint this one. Yes. Sell for $7,628. Good. We're then going to repaint this for $1,000. Repair it for $2. Sell it for $5,400. Okay. Excellent. Now we need to buy an actual seeder. And weirdly, this is going to be it right here. I know it's nothing special. It's literally $2,000, but I already have a fertilizer spreader that spreads quite wide. This seeder is going to spread really wide too. That's all you need. Okay, we made it back to the farm finally. This thing is actually kind of slow, if I'm honest. I filled up with some seeds. That isn't fully full though, so let's go grab some more. And I think what I should do is get a flatbed trailer. And I was going to say maybe a pickup truck. That we essentially keep seeds and fertilizer on, so that if a tractor runs out whilst in the field, we can just drive over there and sort that out. You know? I feel like that makes sense. But never mind. Anyway, filled it up. Excellent. Let's go ahead and reverse this way. Yes. And, I guess we'll just start putting it in a field somewhere. We're going to be growing more canola. So canola's in that field right there. Canola is in that field right there. And canola is going to be in this field in front of us too. Well, Ken is going to do his job here. So, you'll see how wide this thing actually spreads now. Look at this. Look at how wide that is and how quickly you can actually get a field seeded. That is good. And then obviously our fertilizer spreader is just over there. It's the yellow and green thing. And then that will do this field in like 2 passes. So I think this is the more efficient way to do this. Oh my goodness, this actually finished so fast. We need to move on to the next field. So, in the next fields, I'm going to be planting winter barley. And that is going to be in the next 2 fields. And then the one after that, I think I'm going to do winter wheat. And then that will be all of our fields that we currently have planted. Also, I realized that we did add a front loader attacher onto this and have never used it. But I think that's fine because the Bobcat's been doing a good job. So, yeah, I don't know. We also need to fertilize that field as well. And we will need to fertilize both this one and that one after as well. There's quite a lot to do. There is still quite a lot to do. Alright, let's do this field over here first, and then we'll do this one second, and then we'll do that one third. Okay. Oh my goodness, that field is fully seeded now. So, let's take this tractor and drive it back to the farm. We're then going to get our big tractor with the fertilizer spreader on, and, well, we're going to fertilizer spread everywhere. We've literally planted all 3 of these fields over here, and all 3 of these fields over on this side. We're doing good. We are doing very good. I think I'm going to just park this in here for now too. So we'll leave that right there. Okay. Let's go jump in the big tractor. We don't need a weight on the front of this one because it's just so big and heavy. And I filled this with fertilizer already. So it's ready to go. We're going to do the big field first. And then we'll move on to doing the rest of them. Yeah. I feel like that makes the most sense. Well, I figured whilst there's a bunch of fertilizing going on, I'm actually going to go ahead and just drive around with this and fill up the trailer full of grass. We're going to need a lot of grass as the time goes on, so it just makes sense to just gather it whilst we've got other tractors doing other things. So, we're going to drive in a straight line this way. We've got a hell of a lot of grass out there. We'll get as much as we can. We'll drive back home. We'll give the cows as much as they want. And, yeah, that'll be fine. 99% full and 100. Nice. So you can actually see where I've driven. That's really far. It takes a lot of effort to get this much grass, and that's pretty crazy actually. Is that guy still spreading fertilizer? He is. Alright, we're good there then. Let's just drop this off then and make sure the cows have food. I don't know how much food the cows actually want though. That's a good point. I don't know how much they're actually going to eat. Also, I didn't de-stone this field before I planted it, and there is actually quite a few stones in there. I also didn't take that many stones out of the big field, and the main reason for that is because, well, the worker really struggled with it, although there doesn't look to be that many anyway. So, that might be fine. The cows are going to eat all of this. Like, literally every single bit of it the cows are going to eat. That is crazy business. I didn't realize it until a second ago, but this thing is running on not very much fuel, and obviously our grey tractor is running on not very much fuel either. So I'm going to take both of them up to the store, and I'm going to fill them both with diesel, and then bring them back to the farm. Yeah, I feel like that is a reasonable thing to do. Or, actually, maybe we should have our own diesel tank on the farm. That probably makes sense too, actually, so... what is it under? Generators? No. No. It's not under any of that. What about this? Decoration? No. Sheds? I mean, I don't see it being under shed. Tools, containers. Here we go. So, I just want like a little fuel tank. This one will do. $5,300 for a little tiny fuel tank. I don't see why not. Let's chuck it in. Actually, like right here. If we need diesel, we can come get it from here. Okay. Boop. There she is. Alright, let's get over to that then and make sure we can actually buy some. First though, I need to buy some actual diesel for the tank. 100 liters. That is what we're going to buy first. For $165 dues. And then if I go here, we can refill it with diesel. I don't know how big the tank is on this. Oh wow, okay. We actually spent all of our money on diesel there and filled it as much as I could. Well, that's kind of fine. We have enough. Let's go ahead and buy some more and chuck it in the other tractor. Alright, I just bought 200 liters this time, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this guy up. I don't think it's going to need anywhere near as much fuel as the other one, but there you go. All full. Let's just park this in here for now. That's awesome. Alright, field is successfully done. You will see, though, there is a million stones in this field. I didn't realize. It's just the edge that sort of doesn't really have any. There's a tiny bit of this field that didn't get done, and that's this bit right here. We can totally see it. So let's go ahead and just chuck some fertilizer out right here and try and make sure that most of the field is, in fact, successfully fertilized. Oh yeah, we're almost at the end, and that is good. Alright, fully fertilized. Let's move into the next field now, which is just this one right here. We'll then move on to that one over there and just get them all. They don't have to be like fully fertilized, they just have to be a bit fertilized. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and do like one line on this one, and then I'm going to do probably one or maybe two lines on that one, and then probably two lines on the next one line on the next one, and two lines on the one after that. Yeah, so we're missing like a good chunk over there, but the rest of the field is getting done pretty much perfectly. Yeah, right to the edge. I mean, I could go back and get that bit, but I mean, I probably should. I probably should, but never mind. Alright, let's go ahead and do this one as well. Alright, zoom it across here. It feels horrible when you're fertilizing things that aren't the field. It's very annoying. Alright, there we go. I'm missing a tiny bit, but that's okay. If I turn into this now, we can go to the end and then get that bit on our way back. Alright, here we go. Back in on this side and get it done here too. Now, I don't know how much fertilizer's left in there, but let's have a little look. I would say a decent amount is actually still left. I feel like spreaders like this are actually kind of efficient as long as your field is wide enough to actually take the fertilizer. I think I'm going to grab that bit of the field too. I don't see why not. We might as well. So, jump straight across onto this field. There we go. And I'm going to get as much of this as I can, and then we'll go straight into that one, then the next one, then the next one. Should be good. Oh, as it turns out, we can't actually put anything in this field yet anyway, because I already fertilized it today. So, yeah, can't do anything with that just yet. So, park the tractor up for now, right next to our other one. This might be kind of crazy, but I think it's time to go to bed. Yeah, we're going to go to sleep right now, and in the morning, we'll see what we can do. I think we might have some clothes in the morning from the granny's house as well. So that'd be pretty good. We got the sheep making wool. I think we're in a good state right now. This is not bad. We might even get some eggs tomorrow too, for the first time. Well, good morning, guys. There is a job instantly visible that we need to do on the farm. Look at it. There are so many weeds in that field. It is ridiculous. So let's go get our Reno. We're gonna chuck it straight on the weeder, and we're gonna weed this entire field, and probably that field, and probably that field too. Okay, well, we got the Reno. Fortunately, we have, in fact, filled it with diesel, so that's good. And we can just go ahead and attach this to here and get out of here. Yeah, come on, let's attach it on straight away. Beautiful, and get it going in the field right next to us. This field's crazy, but yeah, look at that. So this is going to have to run through literally every single field I have that has been plowed. Sorry, that has been cultivated. The one that's been plowed won't have any weeds just yet, but it will next time. Ooh, look at that! The chickens have made some eggs. Not very many, but they've made eggs. That is really cool. Can I open this? Oh, I can't open the latches. That'd be awesome if we could see in there. Well, what we can do now is actually send this through these fields because we should be able to do the second layer of fertilization right now. So that's what this guy's gonna do for the day, I guess. All day fertilizing fields. I kind of want to see how the cows are doing, so I'm gonna run over to the cows real quick and yeah, just have a little look at them. You can see in this field right here that there are weeds in it, and I would imagine there's gonna be weeds in this one too. Oh boy. That weeder has a huge job to do. Like a crazy big job. That's ridiculous. Oh well, here are the cows. They are now 1 month old. Still little babies, still learning to walk. Pretty cool though. Do they have water still? Yes they do. Do they have grass? They do indeed. Awesome. Okay, let's go have a little look, see if there are any clothes made. I think there will be. And we're actually going to go ahead and drop off raw wool at the granny's shop. She's gonna have to spin the wool into clothes, so she's gonna have to make the fabric herself, which is crazy. Granny's got a hard job on her hands. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drive some of this wool up there and just drop it off straight to Granny's house. It kind of feels weird though, doesn't it? Because if I'm not really gonna use the spinnery, then why do we have a spinnery? I might have to get rid of it. Yeah, we might have to actually get rid of the spinnery. That's insane. That would be insane. Oh, wow, clothes have been made too. I can see them. Oh, yes. Each of those boxes, in the best month, is around 30,000 each. That is a lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and drop this off here. And hopefully Granny will be able to use the wool. Okay. We have to drop it off nicely, apparently. There we go. There's another one. Let's go ahead and do this one. And drop it. Yes. Excellent. And another one. Let's go. Alright, we're going to drop this one off too. So, the thing is, we're going to have to make sure that Granny knows how to do this. So, let's have a little look. So, I need to go to clothes, and I need to activate it. Clothes wool, I should say. And she'll start making it out of wool and also fabric. Okay. I think we might eventually just use wool. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might sell the spinnery. That's crazy though. Alright, well, I'm only gonna do one run in this field with the fertilizer spreader, so let's go straight down the center pretty much. And then we'll get it going in the field that the weeder is currently in. That weeder has a heck of a job on its hands. It's gotta do so many fields, and it's tiny. I don't think I can afford a different one, but I mean, I could use herbicide, but that's kind of expensive, isn't it? Herbicide is definitely an expensive way of doing it. That's the weeder we're currently using, which is 6.2. That is... wait, are we using a 6.2? That's 12.4. That's twice the size. I could get that. That seems ridiculous, though. That seems really ridiculous. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this one. We'll get this done next. And then I think we're done with fertilizing. Oh no, the other fields. We need to do those too. I forgot this box was here. This is my leftover fertilizer from the seeder. Okay, so that field is done. I must admit, not very well. You can see right here. The light blue is the bit I missed. The dark blue is the bit that I got. So that's kind of okay. We did this field right here. We obviously did this one. That massive one is fully done. These two need doing, and then we're good, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those other two, and then I don't know. There's actually a lot to do on the farm. It's crazy. I think I need more fields too. Although that big one is going to be annoying to harvest. Alright, well, unfortunately, this is where we're gonna have to leave it today, and the main reason is because, well, I've got to weed all of these fields, and it's gonna take me a very long time. So, what did we end up doing today then? We ended up getting Granny's house, which makes clothes, which is awesome. We ended up moving our fabrics from the spinnery to Granny's house, which is lovely. We also ended up making our big field filled in, which is lovely as well. And we got cows! So we did everything we sort of wanted to do, which is amazing. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one, where hopefully we do a little bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.